Well, if I could jump in, this is Michael. If I could just ask a question, this is very helpful conversation. We were talking to an architect earlier today about this whole idea of unstructured data. What do you do with it? Are you going to be really use case driven, ROI driven versus you got to do it and you're going to learn from doing it, build it, and they will come. And their approach was really along the lines of build it and they will come, because you have no idea what you will be using that data for. Once you get it up there, once you have access to it, once you're able to leverage all of the sophisticated tools, AI, et cetera, you will have people empowered to do different things with that data to help serve your customers better, retain your customers, provide better service, et cetera. Does that resonate with you at all? Or are you more of seems like there's the other approach is each business case, what's the application, how we're going to use it, what's the payback, et cetera. Any point of view, one way or the other?
Yeah, I am, and I'm leaning back and smiling. I see both sides of this. My first reaction is the build it and they will come is ultimately still a bad strategy unless there's complete trust and you're a tech-only company. So I smile as I say that because, like, if there's patience and tolerance and capital spend, maybe build it and they will come will work. But not every company is Amazon where they have the faith of their investors regardless of what it is they're doing. And which is a true statement. I mean, everyone who competes with Amazon gets so frustrated because they can fail miserably and it doesn't matter to the market. Whereas legacy companies fail and immediately their stock takes a 10-15% hit. And so, I mean, I'm kind of bringing it to the top level stock first, but going back down, I'm a platform thinker. So I actually do believe snapping in technology solves and solutions ahead of you thinking you might need it from a platform perspective is a good thing. But I'm also not foolish enough to think that you have enough faith and trust me forever that, like, I'll build something and you will come and I'm smarter than you at thinking about your business problems. I think that's a bad model. And I actually see some of that play out in every company I've been at. It was at Target, it was at Deluxe, it certainly is here at United Health Group as well. And I think it's a bad model. I think it's a risky model. I think it leads to cost bloat inside of technology. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of tend to be a contrarian.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, even though I sound like a contrarian, even though I'm a technologist, I am a big believer and lover of technology, but I'm a contrarian against even some of my own counterparts on this, like even this other architect, because, and maybe in the spirit they meant what I'm saying, but build it and they will come is really a risky strategy if it doesn't tie back to something.
Yeah, well, I think it ties back to something, obviously, an initial thought anyway, but we're talking about let's say, cloud-based software that's really a platform for document management. And so if you go back to your little sketch, you talked about infrastructure, platform, enablement. This is essentially infrastructure with AWS and platform enablement with the software that we're talking about right now. And so the idea is that, yes, you can justify it on a single business application, but that's a small part of the whole. And I guess we're trying to figure out how do you message the idea to people like yourself. Look, yes, you can. There's a use case, but that's a very, very small part of what you will be able to do once you put this empowered platform in place, leveraging someone like AWS.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, so document management would be an example, like out of the box, like that's above infrastructure for sure. That's like providing you the ability to manage documents. And that snaps into many different companies, segments, their P&Ls, and that becomes a shared enterprise service to some degree. Okay. Like that's something corporate IT can help bring to the table, or corporate systems even can bring to the table. Because that's a shared capability across every business unit, no matter what the business unit is.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, so think document them in the cloud, kind of an analogy. Yeah, exactly.
Like, to an earlier point I was making, though, that's to me where Salesforce is even more powerful sometimes than Amazon, because they are snapping up a level business capabilities on top of a platform. And even then, Salesforce is sometimes partnering with Amazon below the surface. But Salesforce is rising it up to be the level of a business dialogue versus the level of a tech dialogue.
Yep.
Yeah, clearly a business dialogue. And we do a lot of work in Salesforce effectiveness, and we get into those discussions all the time.